This is my absolute top 10 favorite niche summer fragrances for 2021. I can't wait to share my list with you guys, so stay tuned after this intro. What is going on, guys, and welcome again to another video. I am really excited. I have 10 great phenomenon summer scents that I cannot wait to share with you guys this season, just because first of all, these 10 fragrances for me personally are the best when it comes to summer niche fragrances, and besides they got me way too many compliments in the past, and I just cannot wait to start sharing these list or these 10 fragrances with you guys. Let's just try to cut this story short with my rumbling, because I know myself, I rumble a lot, and I'm just gonna edit this video, hopefully edit it well. Anyway, I just want to take some time to edit this video. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? So because I'm lazy and you guys know me by now, this is me rumbling. But before I start showing you my list, please consider subscribing into my YouTube channel, into this face right here. Click that subscribe button, that red button right down there, and the notification bell right next to it, and follow my sweet Instagram that I spend a lot of time on it, okay? With that being said, let's just go with my number 10, which is a fragrance I love personally. I got this for free, just to be exact, but all opinions are mine. And that was my favorite from the house of Precious Liquid. I'm talking about Blue Agave, which is, to me personally, one of my favorite marine oceanic salty fragrances. There's way too many salty fragrances out there, but this one probably is one of my absolute favorites. Seriously, guys, I believe I only have like two salty marine fragrances this list, and I just chose the best of the best, okay? And Precious Liquid Blue Agave is definitely one of those. A very fresh, very invigorating, a little salty marine, but with added some fruits, which gives it a very pleasant, mass appealing kick that to die for. And I love Precious Liquid. It is my number 10 for a reason. I am willing to rock this bad boy heavily this upcoming summer season, and it is on my number 10. My number 9 on my list is a fragrance I've smelled once at Lucky Scent few years back, probably like a couple years back or so. It was at an event, and I forgot what event it was, to be honest, and I just went to Lucky Scent or Scent Bar, which is not far from me at all, and I just went to for that event, and I've been smelling few fragrances out there, and but what really captured my attention was a Wulong Cha by Nishane. This is a beautiful tea-based fragrances, very fresh and but somewhat floral at the same time, totally unisex. And for me personally, this is one of the best tea-based fragrances that I've smelled. Okay, ever since I've smelled this fragrance at Lucky Scent or Scent Bar, I just had to get myself a bottle. And I finally did get myself a bottle, and I just cannot wait to rock this juice this summer season. I've been rocking this juice as well this spring season, and it worked perfectly. This one lasts, this one projects. This one very pleasant. It could be a little feminine for some people just because of that floral nuances out there, but to me personally, it reminds me somewhat of Aqua Universalis Forte with added that tea note. That's why I kind of prefer this one a little bit more than Aqua Universalis Forte, just because of that tea note. But Aqua Universalis Forte, at the same time, it's one of those fragrances that I personally love, and the citruses combined with the white florals there is just to die for. But I picked this one over Aqua Universalis Forte to be on this list just for that reason. I just love that tea note in here. It is just to die for. My number 8 on my list is one of those fragrances I personally loved. It was hyped back in the day before I've smelled it, and I really wanted to smell this one, but it was kind of like harder to find for like a short period of time. But then it was available at Lucky Scent. That's when I've tried this one, and I just fell in love with it. And I just needed a bottle, and I got myself a bottle now, and I'm talking about Pacific Rock Moss Goldfield and Banks, Australia. This is a beautiful one, long name, and I have to read that name to remember it, because I have Alzheimer at an early age for some reason. Anyway, this is the other marini oceanic salty fragrance that I love. It's kind of like blue agave, but honestly I prefer this one a little bit better than blue agave just because of that. It's just that fresh, okay? Blue agave, it's extremely fresh, but there's something about this fragrance that it is fresh to another level. And I feel like this one works best when it comes to the heat outside. When it's hotter, the better for that one right here. And this one just works perfectly. I love Pacific Rock Moss. Some people, they say it lasts for on them like forever and doesn't last. It's not the case here at all with me. It just gives me around 6 hours or so, and I'm more than happy with the 6 hours it gives me just because of how fresh and invigorating. And it's not bad at all for a very fresh summer scent to last on you 6 hours. So I'm happy with the performance, and it is on my number 8 just because I love it, okay? And I'm willing to really put a dent on this bottle this upcoming summer season, hopefully. All right, yeah. My number 7 on my list is one of those fragrances that are very fresh but very classy at the same time. Performance, it's definitely out there. It is one of those fresh fragrances that would first of all get you compliments and get you noticed. Second of all, it would last on you all day and all night, and it would really project and get you noticed. And it smells great, okay? A lot of people resemble it to Dior Sauvage. Yeah, maybe because of that Ambroxan vibe that this one has, but I personally think this is way better than Dior Sauvage. This is kind of like a nichier take on Dior Sauvage, even though it smells nothing like Dior Sauvage besides that Ambroxan note accord that it is in there. But this one definitely more grown up with the Anise, Star Anise vibe that this one has. And even though I'm not a big fan of Star Anise, but I feel like it works perfectly on Percival by Parfum de Marly. This is a beautiful one. This one definitely get me compliments, guys. This one is a cologne cologne. If you are looking for a cologne cologne for a dude that would get you compliments, this one reminds me of a cologne, okay? I know a lot of you guys love Percival because of the compliment factor and the performance of it, okay? This is a beautiful one that I personally love, and that's why it is on my number 10, 9, 8, 7, 7? I forget. I told you already that I have Alzheimer, but I love Percival, okay? My number 6 on my list is one of those fragrances that I've been having for the longest time, and I would never, ever just think of getting rid of it just because of how much I love it. For me personally, it's one of the best perfect summer scents, even though it doesn't have the bestest performance. On me, I'm okay, I don't mind at all the performance of L'Humaniste by Frappin. This one right here, just because of the smell by itself, it's very lemony, citrusy, with woody backbone, and it smells a little boozy as well, just to die for. I just love the smell of this one. For me personally, if they had like a L'Humaniste Extrême with a better performance, I would buy this one like full retail for sure, no matter how much it costs. I just want something that smells like L'Humaniste with better performance and better projection. But overall, with the amount of performance that this one gives me, I don't mind. I'm okay to respray every 4 or 5 hours or so, just because the smell of this one, it just smells perfectly. L'Humaniste, it's one of those fragrances that I would never ever get rid of, okay? And L'Humaniste or Frappin, if you are thinking of getting like a more extreme version of L'Humaniste, please do so. We want one, okay? So this is it, guys, and this is my number 6. If it wasn't for the performance, that would have been like my number 1 easily, like forever. My number 5 on my list is one of those fragrances that I've been really wanting to get myself a 200 ml bottle for the longest time, just because of how much I love it. This fragrance lasts on me when it comes to longevity like 12 plus hours. It doesn't project the loudest. It's more of like a personal scent in a way, but it's very fresh. One of the best citruses out there ever. And I'm talking about Atelier Cologne Bergamote Soleil. This is a 30 ml that I've been having forever. And I just love this 30 ml because I travel with it all the time when I'm traveling summertime. But I just don't need much. I put this one in my pocket and it just works perfectly, okay? I can respray even though I don't need to respray. And I've been having this for like, I don't know, like 3 years or so. I don't know, maybe more. And that's basically how much I've worn of it already. Not because I don't wear it as much. I do wear it as much, but I only put on like a couple of sprays. That's all I need, just because this one really lasts on my skin. It doesn't project the loudest, but it lasts. And when it's humid or hot outside, this one works perfectly outdoors. That's why I just love Atelier Cologne. I would never get rid of this little bottle right here, but I just want to get myself another big bottle because I just don't want to ever run out, okay? This one, unfortunately, on my number 5 this season, just because I have way too many great fragrances that I'm craving a little bit more for some reason this season, okay? But Atelier Cologne Bergamote Soleil is one of my absolute favorites, bar none, when it comes to the summertime. My number 4 on my list is one of those fragrances that I've been really craving a lot for the past 2 years or so. I've been wearing this fragrance a lot. For some reason, guys, I just love this fragrance, and now I'm thinking that I really need to get myself a backup bottle, or maybe get the overdose version of the original, the one that I have. And I'm talking about Uden by Xerjoff. I just love how fresh and boozy this one is. This one lasts, this one projects, this one smells expensive. It's not one of those fragrances that smells cheap. This one, it's like bows, or like really sparkling when it comes to the smell itself. This one really one of my favorite smells of all time, or one of the purest smells, or the most sparkling smells that I ever smelled in my whole life. And I just love Uden. Either I'm just gonna get myself a backup bottle of Uden, or probably I'm just gonna get myself Uden Overdose, because I love Uden Overdose as well. But I think I just love of how sparkling this one is. This one is on my number 4 this list for a reason, just because I love it, okay? I cannot wait to wear this one more often, okay? With probably 10 sprays or so, this one really projects well of my skin. It gets me compliments. It lasts not bad at all on my skin as well, especially if I spray my clothes. What am I trying to say is, for a summer scent, this one lasts on me going out at night all night long. Even though I feel like this one best suited for daytime, but I just love to wear this summer nighttime as well. It just works perfectly. You need to try it out, okay? My number 3 on my list is one of my favorite discoveries this year. It's kind of like a new acquisition of mine. I've been having it for a few months now, and I've been wearing the heck out of it, okay? I bought my first bottle that got broken on the way, and I just had to get myself a second bottle just because of how much I loved it, okay? This one is beautiful. This one is vivid. This one is sunshine in a bottle. Look at this color of this bottle right here, Amabile or Amabile by Xerjoff. It's such a beautiful scent. It's different. Don't smell it off the bottle because it comes across scratchy, or comes across weird, a little weird. Try it on your skin and see for yourself. Don't try it on a piece of paper, nothing. Try it on your skin and just wait, be patient. One of my absolute favorite fruity notes that this one has. It's very, very authentic. A green apple note. It's tart. So if you're not into tart appley fragrances or fruity fragrances, try this one before you blind buy it, because this could be a little, weird for some people, or could smell a little different on some people if your skin doesn't really absorb the sourness of the apple note, or like sourness of fruity notes in general. So this one you need to try before you buy. But if this one works on your skin, this one gets compliments, and it did definitely, without a doubt, got me tons of compliments for the short amount of time that I've been having it. And seriously, I love it. Okay, one of my favorite summer scents this season for sure. My number three for a reason. This one lasts. This one projects. This one definitely get me attention, and I love it for that. My number two on my list is one of those fragrances that it is always on my top two or top three for the past, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years or so, just because this is a staple that everybody needs to have in his collection for the summer season or for pretty much all year round, just because this one lasts, this one projects. This one smells amazing for being a summer scent. This one could be very simple, very citrusy, nothing groundbreaking in it, but just the quality of the products or the citrus notes in here just to die for. There's that big note of vetiver, but it's clean vetiver that it doesn't really bother me, and I just love it for that. And that fragrance made me even prefer this one over my favorite Neo. Neo is not even on this list this year just because Bergamot 22 beat it into it. I just love Bergamot 22. It's one of my favorites. I feel like Bergamot 22 and Uden, those two fragrances, it was it for me that past summer season, and I've been wearing them a lot, a lot. I'm really craving Bergamot 22 again this season, and I just know myself that I always gravitate toward Bergamot 22 when it's hot outside. It's extremely hot outside right now. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Oh no, not hear that. Well, see me sweating or not. But Bergamot 22 is one of those fragrances that everybody needs to try at least once, okay? I love it. My number one on my list is obviously my favorite summer scents that I always put on my number one or my number two. But this time is the Forte version of it because the Forte is definitely better, okay? I love the original. I still have the original, but I prefer the Aqua Celestia Forte nowadays. It's definitely better, way better in my honest opinion if you compare the original to this one. If you don't own any, go with the Forte version. Trust me guys, this one projects more, this one lasts more. It smells exactly the same, just a little bit denser, okay? But if you want better performance, go for this one. This one definitely the more expensive version of the two, but the other one, it's great nevertheless, okay? If you are willing to spend a little bit more though for better performance, go with the Forte. If you are okay with the regular version, I've been having the regular Aqua Celestia for the longest time and I was okay with it, okay? It was always my number one or my number two when it comes to my summer scents, and I never had an issue, okay? But if you just wanna upgrade and you don't mind the extra though, go with the Aqua Celestia Forte for sure, okay? This one is beautiful, very simple but very effective, okay? Straight to the point. And I love the mint note here, even though I'm not a big fan of mint, but mint, citruses, and musk, this trio right here works to perfection, okay? Very simple but very effective, and it's really hard just to pull off such a simple scent to that perfection, okay? That's why I love Aqua Celestia Forte. Always gets me compliments and always put me in a good mood. That's why I would never ever get rid of this bottle. Now I'm thinking I have this full bottle, I have the regular one almost full bottle as well, and I just need to get myself a 200 ml bottle of probably the regular one just because I don't want to ever run out, okay? I love Aqua Celestia Forte and it is my number one scent for a reason this year 2021 when it comes to summer niche scents, and I love it, okay? You have to try this one like right now. So this is pretty much it guys. Thank you guys again for watching and subscribing and doing all the good stuff. Please comment in the section down below what do you think of my list. You know, my room smells great with all that spraying that I've been having on this video. I'm a little bit suffocated just because of how hot it is, but at the same time the mixture of all these 10 fragrances inside one room, it just smells amazing, okay? I'm happy. I just need to open some windows, probably turn on some AC right after this video. I just didn't want to turn on that AC just because it's loud, okay? So I just trying not to be so loud, especially that I have like a freeway just right here and it's loud on its own. That's why I just don't like to film from this room, just because it's really close to that freeway. Anyway, I share a lot of personal stuff with you guys. That's why I want you to share personal stuff with me in the comment section down below, and tell me what are your favorite summer scents this year. I'm curious and I would love to know. Stay tuned for my designer list. I'm just gonna do that very soon as well, and let me know in the comment section down below what do you want me to do next. Give me suggestions of videos and I can do those videos for you guys as well in the comment section down below. So stay tuned, okay? Don't forget to give me a like, subscribe, and follow my sweet Instagram. And this is pretty much it. I know sponge making smelling good, always easy. Always easy. Yeah, peace.